Wolf Child, written by Susan Gates, illustrated by Pichon. Small wolf like being a wolf.
I'm a wolf, and I love it.
He liked doing all the things wolves do. He'd stay up late to howl at the moon. He wolfed down his food. He scratched himself whenever he felt like it. Disgusting. He slept in a messy cave full of bones. He sniffed at smelly things. He piddled against trees. Ugh! Small Wolf thought being a wolf was great. Then one dark night, something very weird happened. He saw a shooting star with a fiery tail. It seemed to fall to earth beside him. It lit him up with a strange blue glow. Small Wolf said to himself,
I feel a bit funny.
Suddenly, he started to change. His hairy paws became smooth hands. His 10 long claws became 10 pink fingernails. His ears and tail started shrinking. Then he stood up on 2 legs. He looked at himself in a forest pond.
Oh no,
He said.
I've changed into a boy.
Small Wolf had no idea what boys did. He crept up to a house to see if he could find out. There was a boy inside, and his mom and dad were talking to him. Small Wolf listened very carefully.
Children are supposed to wash behind their ears and tidy their rooms.
The boy's mom was saying in a strict voice.
And change their socks.
Socks?
Thought Small Wolf.
I'd better get some of those.
Children should never ever wolf down their food.
The boy's dad was saying.
Yes, and they're not supposed to fidget.
Added the boy's mom.
Boys should sit still and be quiet.
Boys should have lovely manners.
So that's what boys do.
Thought Small Wolf.
Well, now I'm a boy. That's what I must do too.
He grabbed some socks from the washing line and other clothes to keep warm and hurried off home. He went back home to his wolf mom and dad, who gave him a good sniff. They looked amazed.
Are you really our son?
Yes, it's really me.
Said Small Wolf.
This star thing came from outer space. It changed me into a boy. But don't worry, I know exactly what to do.
And he began tidying up their messy cave.
But we like our cave messy,
Said Mrs. Wolf.
I'm a boy now,
Small Wolf told her.
and children are never messy.
he's too clean.
Small Wolf started doing all the other things that he'd heard boys are supposed to do. He stopped wolfing down his food and took tiny nibbles. He even told his dad off.
Must you wolf food down like that? You should never gobble. Disgusting.
And he told his mom off.
Mom,
He said sternly.
do stop sniffing at pony things and scratching yourself. Where are your manners?
He was behind his ears twice a day.
Dad,
He scolded.
did you remember to wash behind your ears? Boys never forget.
Blah, blah.
And he never ever fidget.
Mom,
He nagged.
I just saw your tail twitch. You should always sit still. Don't move.
He wouldn't even join in when his mom and dad hauled at the moon.
Parents,
He ordered them.
do stop that frightful row. You shouldn't be so noisy.
This was the last straw. His parents couldn't stand it a second longer. They went to see the wise old wolf.
We've got this big problem.
They said.
Our son has changed into a boy. It's a nightmare. He tells us off all day long.
Is that what boys are really like?
Mrs. Wolf asked the wise old wolf.
How do their parents put up with it?
There.
He even wants a toilet in our cave.
Added Mr. Wolf.
I beg him and beg him, but he refused to piddle up trees anymore.
We want our werewolf son back.
They both complained, said the wise old wolf.
This is a tricky problem.
He thought for a long time. At last, he said,
It's a long shot, but I've got this magic bond somewhere.
He found the magic bone and blew the cobwebs of it.
I haven't used it for a long time.
Magic bone?
Said Mr. Wolf, frowning.
Are you kidding me? Will it really works?
I've seen it change wolves back into people, but I haven't got a clue if it changed boys back into wolves.
Admitted the wise old wolf.
I'll try anything.
Cried Mrs. Wolf, snatching the bone.
We're desperate.
They rushed back to their cave.
Here, son,
Said Mr. Wolf.
would you like a little snack?
Naturally, Small Wolf wouldn't know the bone. He just nibbled it around the edges, very politely, like boys are supposed to do.
Is it working?
House crossed.
For a few seconds, nothing changed,
That magic bone's useless.
growled Mr. Wolf.
I knew it wouldn't work.
Oh no, he's going to stay human.
Said Mrs. Wolf.
We'd better go and wash behind our ears.
What are we going to do?
But then something started to happen. Small Wolf's smooth hands grew hairy again. His stamping fingernails became 10 long claws. His hairy ears came back. And his lovely long hairy tail reappeared. He dropped onto all fours and went trotting out of the cave.
I am a wolf again.
Where are you going?
Mrs. Wolf shouted after him.
I'm going to sniff at longy things and scratch myself.
Said Small Wolf.
Hooray!
Mr. Wolf hardly dared hope. Had his wolf son really come back? Then Small Wolf rushed up to the nearest tree.
Oh, joy!
Cried Mr. Wolf.
He's piddling up trees again.
Small Wolf lopped off to haul at the moon.
Welcome back, son.
Said Mrs. Wolf. The end.